Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. We are back yet again for another absolutely unhinged video. I actually don't know if it's unhinged because surprise, I haven't watched it yet. But you know the rules. If I have to watch it, you do too. So this is apparently a Young Living gal who is disappointed. What did they title it? Wild. Wild. Young Living rep rant about disappointment in the biz. So it sounds like she's this close to self-awareness. I'm not really sure. I'm excited. This is about 13 minutes. I will have this outfit. It's like a jumpsuit. It's a one piece. I'll have this and this hoodie linked down below because I really like them, and my lashes too. Also, yes, my hair is longer. It looks great. I appreciate you so much. I have 5 wefts of Sew-In Bellamy volume extensions sewn into my head. Just to be transparent, because I keep getting people who are like, oh my God, it's that pregnancy glow. No, girl, it's makeup and hair extensions. But you're very sweet, and I appreciate you very much. And I usually look like a goblin otherwise. So thanks. Like and subscribe and comment for engagement and all that. Hi, don't mind me. Just 8-month pregnant Chelsea popping in here to tell you how glorious pregnancy is. Actually, I'm here to tell you about our sponsor for today, but I'll get to that in a second. Y'all know that I've been super open, probably way too open, about how much pregnancy sucks, to put it lightly. I'm very grateful to be pregnant. I love this little bundle so much. Obviously, it's a blessing, blah, blah, blah. You know what's not a blessing? Finding out that you are more anemic than you already were, having to take supplements for that, and then the supplements making it so that you don't poop for like a whole week. That's not fun. So after talking with my doctor, we decided that I needed to get a fiber supplement worked into my daily routine. And that brings me to the sponsor of this video, which is Broom. Now, Broom is a high fiber dietary supplement that uses the highest quality ingredients to support your gut and microbiome health. The main ingredient is psyllium husk, which is scientifically proven to treat intestinal problems, benefit constipation, diarrhea, blood pressure, and weight loss. Broom's mission, which I absolutely love, is to break down that stigma when it comes to talking about gut health and things like pooping and constipation. Let's be honest, everyone poops. We all poop. Maybe some not as often as others. But let's get that on track. Let's reel that in. Everyone has a butthole. Everyone poops. We should talk about it. It's a bodily function. It's a part of your health. And everyone should really have a perfect bathroom experience. It shouldn't be as spooky as some people make it out to be. Adding Broom to your routine can cleanse the colon, lower risk of colon cancer, help clean out the intestinal tract, making it more regular than ever, help improve your skin health, lower that, quote, bad cholesterol, reduce bloating, digestion, and constipation problems, which is the main reason I'm using it, and of course work as a prebiotic and nourish healthy gut bacteria. So don't miss out on Broom's biggest sale yet, where you can get 6 months worth of Broom for 65% off. So make sure you go to the link in my description box, which is colonbroom.org/Suarez, so that you can get that 65% off. But then on top of that, if you want to use my code Suarez10, then you can get an extra 10% on top of that too. Oh, it almost matches my my eyeshadow today. Fabulous. I have to stop talking now because you're supposed to drink it right away, and I have just kept talking. But do your butt a favor, take advantage of that sale, and also get that extra 10% off with the code Suarez10, links in the description box, and go ahead and just help your butthole out, you know? I want you to enjoy going to the bathroom. Thank you again, Broom, for sponsoring this video. As always, thank you to you guys for supporting my sponsors that I have here on my channel. As always, I wouldn't be able to do this job without you supporting my sponsors, and I appreciate it oh so much. But let's go ahead and get back to the video. Let's get into this. Before anyone on her team or people have just been finding my videos lately. I don't know what's happening. I don't know who this woman is. I don't need to. She put this publicly out on the internet. I don't want to be like, and I'm the consequence, but here we are. You know, you're gonna call me a bully anyways, it's fine.
I was waiting for like the perfect opportunity where I had makeup on, was a good time of day, but here we are, no makeup, at like, what is it, almost 7 o'clock here Central Time, on a Friday night. So there's probably not gonna be a ton of people that pops on, but I wanted to hop in here and just talk about some things that I see are working in this business.
She has like one of my favorite accents. I don't know where it's from, but I love it so much. I think Nashville, maybe. Oh, it's so cute.
Because as business owners, as we run our businesses, what we need to be able to do is pivot, right? And
I don't need to say it, but I have to because I can't shut up. You're not a business owner. You're not. As business owners, we need to know how to pivot. If business owners actually like pivoted that much, they would fail and lose so much money. But you're not a business owner. Yes, in business, when like during COVID, a lot of businesses pivoted and some made it and some didn't because they weren't able to pivot. And sometimes that's just not something you can do. For instance, I pivoted during COVID with my YouTube channel from like beauty and lifestyle and like some chatty videos to full on anti-scam commentary. And that changed my entire life and the trajectory of my channel and my career on YouTube. So pivots work sometimes, but if you actually have control over things and if you are actually a business owner, which I'm sorry to say it, my sweet girl, you're not a business owner, and no one in multi-level marketing is a business owner.
And that pivot, sometimes we're like, well, where do we pivot to? Like, what do I do? Why am I pivoting? And so I want to talk to you about pivoting in this season of your business, what that has looked like for us. We have seen a lot of success, a lot of fun, a lot of new rank ups in April, and hopefully carrying that on into May and June and all of the rest of the year. And I just want to pass on what we have been learning. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jenna actually, and I'm a silver leader here. My journey to silver looked completely different than it does now, and that's okay. And that's one thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is I think in this season, in the season that we have come out of.
She seems so sweet, and so I feel bad just like ripping her to shreds, but I don't think she knows necessarily what the word pivot actually means because she's not using it correctly. I mean, typically they don't use it, any of these words, this vocabulary correctly, but like, it doesn't really make sense. Because you're still in network marketing. Like you're not pivoting. You're just like doing one little thing different or two things different or using a new marketing strategy. That's not pivoting in business. Like that's not what you're doing.
One thing that we need to realize is that disappointment doesn't have to halt us. Disappointment can grow us. It can transform us. In this business, in any job, but in this business particularly, we're gonna meet disappointment face to face, and we have a decision to make. We can let that disappointment completely halt us and, not do anything, or we can use that disappointment or the unmet expectation to say, look, where can I take radical ownership as the owner of this business? Where can I take radical ownership? Am I actually doing the inviting that I need to be doing? And maybe I am, planning these in-person events and nobody is coming. Why? What can I do to make people come? Taking that radical ownership.
What can I do to make people, ma'am? I thought we were talking about oils and business. I can name a few things you can do. I'm sorry.
Not from a place of shame, but saying, okay, I feel this disappointment. I'm not just suppressing the disappointment. I'm feeling the disappointment, but I'm going to use this disappointment to catapult me into where I know that I'm going with this business. Instead of saying, I'm disappointed, I'm a failure, I can't do this, and we go quit, or we take a break or whatever, we can actually use that disappointment, that unmet expectation of not being where we thought we would, or not meeting a goal or whatever it may be, not working with the people we thought we would be working with. We can use that as a catapult to grow us as a person, as a leader, and as somebody who is running a business.
The crazy thing is that like if you actually worked for yourself, like I feel like the disappointment that she's talking about is regarding other people. Because think about it, that would be like your source of disappointment or the cause of you feeling disappointed in an MLM, because that's what everything is based on, is other people and your downline and all that. So if you were actually a business owner, and yeah, you could have employees that like you're disappointed with, but if they're your employees, I mean, you are ultimately in control of that, and you can just fire them and reevaluate or whatever, or train them or something. Like, you are actually in control. But then with an MLM, you're not, because you can't, I guess you could bully them until they quit, which people have done. Right? What is happening right now?
So that's something that I wanted to first just add, because I think that that is a pivotal moment for you. It was a pivotal moment for me to say, hey, look, this isn't working, but what can I do to make it work? Because there's something that I can do to make it work. I can step into that leadership role and I can lead this team.
But you were just saying, it's like she's so close to understanding that, or she kind of already does understand it, that like, this isn't working. Yeah, network marketing doesn't work. Like, the structure itself, like, literally does not work. It is set up for a very small percentage of people to make a lot of money and then for everyone else to fail. So like, you get that, but then you think, oh, well, what can I change? No. You're not in control of anything, girlfriend. You can't change anything. Like, nothing you're gonna do, no matter how hard you work. It's just like in the Netflix series that we reacted to. He even made that point of, no matter how hard you work at it, it's not an argument or a matter of, well, I just need to work harder. No, it's a broken system. Like, it's a trap. It's set up for you to fail, and it clearly doesn't work. There's not things that you can do differently, or more time you can put in it, or just work harder. No. That's not how that works. It's a vicious cycle, and it's a trap.
To where I know that we can go, but before I do that, I have to sit and I have to feel that disappointment, and I have to realize that I'm in this transition of choosing what I want this to mean for me. And so that's what I did. A lot of things that are working.
So what are you pivoting then? And like, you have to feel your disappointment and just remind yourself of why you want this? That's not going to equal a profit.
Day didn't work 2 years ago. It's that we're in that transition time, and this is some things that have been working for us. In-person classes, getting people in front of the product. We do a monthly class. It's the third Friday of every single month, so we make it super consistent. People know it's coming.
Nothing like going backwards, huh? Remember when they used to say no home parties, no cringy home parties? So now you're just calling them in-person classes? For what? To teach people how to rub oil on their bodies? Isn't that supposed to be like the best part about it, though, is that you don't have to do anything in person? You can do it all from your phone? Oh my gosh. What worked 2 years ago isn't working now. I wonder why.
People know we're going to be there. People know there's going to be a DIY there, and we just show up. But here's the thing about that. Is we show up, but during all of this time, so we have the entire year planned out. We know what we're going to be doing every single month. We know the DIY, we know the topic, we've got that done, we know the place. So we spend our entire month, starting the day after the last one, so starting on that Saturday, we start inviting people to the next one. We never assume that people are just going to come because they've come before. We never assume that people are going to see a Facebook invite. We never assume that people just know that we are there. So we diligently work to get people to that in-person event from the very next day of, that one ending. And we reach out to people who have come before. We reach out to people who haven't. We reach out and invite our entire local team. We invite all of our brand partners. We invite prospects. We invite everybody local that we can every single time. And what is happening is that event is just snowballing and continuing to grow because it's consistent, it's there, it's fun. And it's not just me, it's all of our local brand partners.
Is it fun? I bet it's absolutely thrilling. Unless y'all provide alcohol. I mean, not to sound like a raging alcoholic, but unless y'all have snacks and wine and, beverages. I doubt it's fun. There's gonna be a DIY. What does that mean? Why would people want to go to this? These in-person events have been proven to cost distributors a lot of money, to waste people's time, and to, over time, discourage people from even engaging with people in MLMs. But you know what it does do? Unfortunately, it keeps people in the MLM.
So my team, we call ourselves the Wellness Gathering. So everybody in the Wellness Gathering, all the local brand partners, we're going together and making this thing happen. We're being intentional. We're inviting people intentionally with voice message, coffee dates, anything and everything that you can think of. That is what we are pouring our time into, and it is reaping a massive harvest because people want to be in front of you.
Reaping a massive harvest. Oh God, reaping a massive harvest. Then why are you doing a video talking about how disappointed you are and about how people below you need to pivot and people on your team need to pivot if it's reaping such a massive harvest?
People want those warm conversations, that warm hug, that chips and dip.
I told you they had snacks there.
They're craving that community, and so if you can go first and you can be that community, people are craving it. And it does take you going first. I was like, okay, I've got this idea. The idea actually didn't work out as well before. What
did I tell you? It's that community, it's friends, it's FOMO, but you have to go and you have to, post about it. People are craving friends and chips and dip. Just say it. People are lonely. People are lonely and desperate and want friends. But are you actually going to give that to them? No, you're going to recruit them into your oil cult. Oh Lord, it's giving potluck. It's giving cult potluck. It's giving spaghetti dinner.
I did it a completely different way and kind of made it out to be like this gathering. Let's just come, let's have fun. And I did that for about 6 months last year, and it didn't reap a harvest really. The community didn't grow. It's the same people every single month, which is amazing, and I love them, but I needed this to be a business, something for my business, right? We're running a business here.
She's saying the quiet part out loud. See, it's not about community. It's not about having fun with your friends. I don't blame her. I mean, yeah, you need to make money if you're doing something, if you're putting your time into it. Yeah, if this is a job, come on, you sign up for an MLM for a job. That's why you sign up.
We're running a business here. Excuse me. And so I shifted, and in January, I advertised it, I explained it, I invited it as a class. And so every class is a starter bundle. We change up the starter bundle, the DIY goes with the starter bundle, and our class actually corresponds with the challenge that the Baby Steps team is doing. So whatever Courtney is leading up for the challenge that month, that is kind of the theme that we are going off of for our in-person. It makes it simple, it makes it easy, it makes it streamlined.
So then do you make it to where all the new people going have to buy a starter kit just to even attend your class? What if I just want some chips and dip? What if I just want to make friends? I shouldn't have to pay for that. I should have to pay for chips and dip maybe, but I shouldn't have to pay for friends. That's a sorority or a cult.
Another thing that is really important now and today is closing a class. You want to be so confident in what you are selling. If anything, if you have any doubt in your mind of what you are selling and the transformation that you can help somebody have, then that's your work right now. You need to write down every doubt, every negative thought, everything that you have.
And shove it right up your...
about selling something, about closing a sale. And I want you to write them all down, and I want you to see that they aren't true. People want what you have. People want these products. People want the wisdom that you have. People want to hear, even if your voice is shaky, even if you turn red when you talk in front of people, people don't care. They're just desperate for answers, and they're desperate to hear what you have to say. And so...
I hate to break this to you, girl, but not everyone's desperate to hear what you have to say. I don't know if I would really trust the answers from someone who isn't confident in what they're saying. I mean, maybe, but depends on what the information is. Cause I get red and splotchy sometimes. Y'all have seen it, especially when I don't have on any makeup or any chest, or body makeup or anything. I get real splotchy. I saw a bug in the hallway the other day. I broke out in hives. I got real splotchy. It was embarrassing.
Well, the way that I've been looking at it, and something that has transformed me, is that my fear is not going to stop me from somebody else's transformation. My fear is not going to stop me from playing a tiny part in seeing somebody's life change.
Oils aren't going to make someone's life change. Pseudoscience isn't going to make someone's life change. Well, for the better, it can make it change for the worse. Joining an MLM is not going to make someone's life change. Stop acting like this is so altruistic, because it's not. It's about you. You were kind of on track with the sales aspect, which I like, when they just treat it just like sales, because that's what it is. You're closing a sale, you're getting someone recruited onto your team. It's sales. But then of course they pivot into this conversation of don't be like too scared to change someone's life, and you can't like hide this opportunity from someone, and like it's selfish to not recruit people. And it's like, that's no Beth Ann, that's not what this is. I don't know her name, but she looks like a Beth Ann.
And so if I fear being in front of people, if I fear asking this one person to come to this event, if I fear, I have decided that every single week, this entire year, I'm going to do something that scares the crap out of me. Whether it is something as simple as inviting somebody that I've wanted to for 8 years now, that I've been doing this business, or if, you know, it is something big like talking to a group of 50 people, whatever it may be, I'm going to do something that scares me every single week. And what I have found since the start of 2023 is I actually now embrace fear. And I'm kind of like retraining my brain that fear is not a bad thing. Fear is not something that halts me. It can actually be something that catapults me. And so I've started...
That catapults me further into the scam. One reason why they will teach you this whole rhetoric is because then you won't ask questions and you won't listen to your body's natural response to red flags and to fear. Like fear is that's your body's alarm system, babe. You should probably listen to that and like adjust it. Like there's a difference between like me having a literal phobia of a certain type of bug and, you know, me being maybe scared of speeding down the highway, which I don't do.
To do scary things. I don't need to sit in my comfort zone and do the easy things and do what's simple. I need to be doing the things that I'm not in a rut of doing. It's easy for me to show up on social media. It's easy for me to teach an online class. It's not easy for me to teach an in-person class. It's not easy for me to meet people one-on-one for coffee. And so that's what I've been holding myself accountable to do, and it has changed the game. And what scares you is going to be completely different than what scares me.
Like imagine you having to do so many things that are outside your comfort zone and like forcing yourself outside your comfort zone for your job. Not only that, but like for a job that it doesn't even give you guaranteed pay. Like you're not even being paid to do those things. That's not good at all. Like you could do all these things and still make $0. That sucks.
But I want you to think about that. Like what is scaring you? What is holding you back? And those things are the things in this season, in this like pivotal moment that you need to work through and you need to see, like, do I want to to succeed? Like, do I want to stay where I am or do I want to go further? And if the answer is further, then you're going to have to do the things that it takes to get further, right? And I am preaching at myself. Like, this is the conversation that I had within myself in December. I'm like, okay, do I want to just sit in self-pity or do I want to actually do something about it? Do I want to just sit here and complain that people have left and that, you know, I'm not where I wanted to be in December and that, you know, I had high hopes and I'm not there yet? Or do I want to just get to work and do what it takes? And obviously, like, do the thought work that it takes.
Oh, thought work. She was talking about turning people on. Now she's talking about thought work. THOT, baby. Yeah, so that's what happened is she had a bunch of people leave and she got really disappointed in herself, which is like, girl, that's not your fault. It's a cult. And people leave cults, thank God. But people left. I'm sure it probably wasn't maybe because of you. They just left because... I don't know, because it's young living and it sucks. Okay, that's why they left. But how sad is that this is another example of someone in an MLM, like it just teaches you to internalize that and to be just so down on yourself and blame yourself when it's not you, it's the company. It's not you, it's the industry. It's the industry, girl. It's not you. Get into medical device sales.
Sometimes I think we can also get caught up in doing the thought work and not taking any action. And I want to challenge you to do the thought work and take messy action while you're working on your thoughts, because messy action is what got us the results that we have in April. We just did stuff. We learned along the way. We failed along the way. We did in person. I mean,
girl, what? You talked about being intentional before, and now you're like, just be messy. Do it. Do whatever you can. Do everything and anything. So are we being intentional or are we being messy? Are you throwing spaghetti at a wall and hoping it sticks? Because, girl, you're about to have some messy walls.
There's just like random things, you guys. I literally, at one of our in-person events, almost passed out and I had to leave 30 minutes. I don't even know if it was 30 minutes. It might have been 15 minutes into the class. And my other brand partners who had never taught an in-person class before just had to jump in and take the reins and teach classes. Like, things are gonna happen. Things are not gonna be perfect. You're gonna have typos on the invitation. You know, you're gonna, maybe miss an ingredient of the DIY. Just go with it. Messy action is what's gonna create the success that you are longing for. If you are waiting for perfection, it's never gonna come and you're never gonna do the thing, okay?
Perfection doesn't exist. Thank you very much. Thank you, James Welsh. I agree with that, but also in an MLM, I don't agree with that, obviously, because it's not gonna work anyways. The entire thing's messy. She just sounds so desperate. And I know that sounds mean, but really, I mean, take emotion out of it. She's desperate. That's what she already said. I mean, she had a bunch of people leave and now she's just trying whatever she can and wants people to just do it. Just do it. I mean, don't be scared. And it doesn't make sense. I know. Just please, for the love of God, don't leave and recruit more people. Invite people and bring tapas.
And so that's some things that I feel like it's just internally are happening. And that is really where, things happen. They start internally and you just taking that messy action. And as you take the messy action, that messy action becomes a little bit cleaner and a little bit better, right? Every single time, because you're learning along the way and you're not just sitting back waiting for everything to be perfect before you take that first step. So that's just some things that I wanted to share with you guys that I feel like has been making an impact. I was gonna see, I have no notes. I'm just going off of this.
You don't say. Who would have guessed that you didn't prepare anything for this?
Going off my brain, but if you guys have any questions for me at all or anything that we're doing, you can put them in the comments and I'll come back and answer them. Or you can put them in the comments now if you're watching live. Sometimes my phone doesn't show me comments. So I'm not ignoring you if you are commenting. I just can't see them.
Sometimes my phone doesn't show me comments. God, Mary Beth, probably because no one's commenting. I don't think it's your phone.
I don't know why. I can't get it fixed. I don't know. So we'll figure that out later. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so encouraged for where this company is going. I know that we have been in a hard season. I know we've been in a transition season. I know that we're having to be in this pivotal moment, but it's here and it's now, and we were made for this. If you are here and you are dreaming and you are doing the things, like, you were made for this moment. You were made to allow that disappointment and that hardship to transform you into the leader that you need to be today, the leader that you need to be to see the success that you are going to see. And I'm just so excited to see where we are at the end of this year. It's going to blow you out of the water. It's going to blow any expectation that you have out of the water if you jump in now. If you, start doing the scary things now. If you do the things now that maybe you don't even enjoy as much about this business, but you want to succeed. Sometimes we have to do those things and have, hard conversations or, help people with their order that went wrong or something,
You mean you have to do the job of a salesperson? I thought you all were business owners. You might actually have to work and be accountable for, these sales you make. Wow, who would have thought? It's not all just posting aesthetically pleasing, crunchy videos or pictures on Instagram or buying oils yourself.
Some of those things aren't glorious, but it's just the work that it takes. So I hope this has helped you. I hope it inspires you. And let's just go do the thing. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.
That wasn't as unhinged as I would have liked, but it was very contradictory and flaily, if that makes sense. Young Living really seems like it's what are they doing over there? Really seems like they're struggling. The perfume I keep spraying on myself, I talked about it in an ad read already, but it's the Acqua di Parma Magnolia Infinita. I think is how you pronounce it. It is from Scentbird. But oh my God, it smells so good. Tony said it's a little bit too strong for his liking, but I don't care. Don't smell me then. It's better than the pregnancy hormone BO that I have right now. So I think that was a really good representation of how a lot of people, even higher up in multi-level marketing companies, especially Young Living, don't know what they're doing, especially when people leave and they are kind of flailing around because they're oh God, okay, well what I've been doing clearly isn't working. And it's well, not necessarily. necessarily. I mean, you just got to recruit a shit ton of people and replace people that left. But then they start to think, well, oh, it's something that I'm doing wrong, and not realizing that it's the company, the structure, the industry itself and how it's set up and the culture of it all and all that. Instead, they internalize it and think that it's their fault and they just have to work harder. But like, clearly you working hard, it's shown that that doesn't matter. People below you are going to leave and you have no control over that because you're not a business owner and you don't have control over anything except for yourself, which in an MLM, it doesn't really matter how hard you work. It matters how hard your downline works. That was sad. I don't think she'll get out. If she sees this video, I'm sure she'll just cry about it. And her downline will like come to her defense. But it's just really sad because it's like, I mean, you seem like a sweet girl. I mean, it sounds like you understand like that it is sales. But realistically, if you just like did sales, like you could make a lot more money and it could be stable. And I mean, sales isn't really stable, but more stable than being in an MLM. So that's upsetting. That's sad. I hope she gets out. I hope she sees the light as always. I hope her feelings aren't hurt by this video. They always are though, because they internalize it. I don't know who she is. I made up a name for her. Mary Beth. Mary Beth Sinclair. No. Mary Beth Smith. No. Mary Beth Washington. No. Mary Beth Capello. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please do send all videos, all screenshots, all the things to the Google Drive that is down below. Those are the instructions to how to send any content that you would like me to react to. I appreciate you so much. Y'all are really the reason why I'm able to pump out more content and be able to have up more content while I am on maternity leave. So I appreciate you so much. I know I say it all the time, but I really, really, really do appreciate y'all so much. I'm gonna be able to spend more time with this baby and with my husband because of you guys, because of your support, because of your engagement, and I really do appreciate it, and I really hope that you understand that I don't take that for granted. So I know I'm super spicy, and I want you to be spicy. I want you to be assertive and know that your butt looks good and all that. But I really do appreciate you, and you mean the world to me. Oh my God, enough already. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.